This thing's about half hollow. Feels like, oh, what do they call that you make the airplanes out of? Real light stuff. This would be good for fire starter. Feels like balsa wood, that's what it is. That's what it feels like anyway. Real good stuff to make a fire. And this piece, just a small piece of wood, pretty easy. This one's semi-solid. A lot of this stuff I gathered it was down and dead already. That piece had some good stuff inside. This knife has a good balance to it. Feels really sturdy in the hand. You know, it's kind of gives you a lot of confidence being able to baton this stuff. Makes it, you know, it feels kind of good. I'm just finding the cracks here and just kind of going down. Now I'm going to baton again. This 1/4 inch full tang knife blade sure gives you a feeling like you're not going to hurt it. You know, it just kind of gives you that confidence to bang on it hard. You don't have any real fear of, am I going to hurt this knife or not? You know, that thought never really crosses my mind when I use this knife. So I'm over here processing quite a bit of wood with very minimal effort. If there's one downside to the BK-2, it would be the short blade length. You know, maybe a little longer blade might be better for batoning, so that you could get away with larger diameter stuff. But you know, the price point on the knife, it makes it a very good option. You know, I want to try to take this thing off here. Good chopper. There's a little small piece right here. We'll try to baton this guy. More breaking than anything. Now this piece is fresh. I just cut this. So if anything that I batoned is going to be solid, it's going to be this piece. This just came off of a live tree. So this will be a pretty good test here for the batoning effort. This BK-2. It's a very wet piece. I'm starting to split, but as far as batoning, it's not really wanting to too much. And this probably pushes the threshold of what this knife can baton. I'm going to try it from this other end. See if by chance maybe I can meet it in the middle. If I had a longer blade, I think I could baton a lot better on this piece. You know, the fact that this knife is full tang, it sure makes it nice. Solid piece there. And for those of you who might be wondering about my knife, I just put some Ranger bands on there because the grip from the factory is a little bit slick, and I like to have a little more grip on my knife, especially if I'm going to be doing tasks like this. This is all real wet stuff. That's that first notch in which I was batoning earlier. Let's try that. Looks like we got to a knife, and that's probably why it's it's probably why we stopped. Let's try this piece. This is a very good little knife. Very solid. You don't have that feeling of, you know, is this knife going to fail me? Yeah, that feeling never really crosses my mind. Hardly at all. It gives you the confidence to do what you're trying to do. This pile just in case you can't see. It's a very hefty blade. Just plows right through that stuff, no problem at all. Go a little deeper so I can baton on this far side. Pretty good little knife, really, you know, especially for the price. I think I picked this one up for around 70 bucks. Definitely worth it. Another thing you can use it for is you can stick it into a piece of wood, and you can kind of use the edge of it, something like this, to try to create tinder, small chunks. And you don't really have to rely on holding your blade, because the wood will do that for you. Any kind of little, you want to make some fire sticks or something, you can do that pretty easily with this technique. Doesn't give you any kind of feeling like it's not capable. It's an excellent knife. Yeah, you add a little Ranger band to it and it makes it a real nice knife. So anyway, that's the Becker BK-2.